I'm going to read you something out of my journal. Friday, July 23rd, 2021, 3:35 p.m., Brianne Pankratz. I had my first A T session. I'm trying to remember what it's called. A something T or AT something. With Alexandra today, ending about a half hour ago. I put off scheduling it for about 3 weeks because I was so nervous to get started and didn't know what to expect or if the guided therapy would conflict at all with my spiritual beliefs. Normally, I wouldn't be sober right now because of one of two reasons. Either I would be struggling with a disassociation so intense that it feels like intoxication, not in a good way, but in the sense that capability is reduced in areas like seeing, speaking, driving, working, planning, thinking, etc. Or I would have actually smoked some weed to cope with the ridiculously high stress I was feeling earlier after doing a poor job of managing my reaction to triggers at work today. I thank God for leading me to meet Alexandra via Facebook recently when I was seeking help in groups about PTSD and dissociation, because meeting her, working with her today, really helped me so far. I can't believe it. I'm honestly surprised, very surprised, that this treatment method did not conflict with my spiritual beliefs. I'm not, however, surprised that it seems to be effective. I've noticed before that smells have a powerful impact on my emotions and can often bring up memories. So I think it makes sense to use aroma in the healing process. So anyway, Alexandra guided me through using a couple of different scented oils. I can actually show you the oils in addition to the written notebook. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, the lid fell off when I picked it up because I didn't put it back on right earlier. But I grabbed the yellow one and the green one. And that yellow one brings back a memory of working with Alexandra. That was the, I don't want to label it wrong. I know something about that oil, though. I'll learn more next week. Anyway, back to reading. So anyway, Alexandra guided me through using a couple of different scented oils while focusing on or doing or saying certain things. And that might sound weird, but I felt totally comfortable being honest with her. It was scary at first, but I felt safe to continue because she didn't judge me and didn't make me feel like a weird alien like I do when I share honestly with someone who's never experienced significant years worth of traumatic events. Before our session and at the beginning, I felt very empty, disconnected, and lots of shame and failure. As we talked and used the oils, I became more aware of my body and started to feel aware, awake, alert again. Now that it's over, I feel like an adult learning from my mistakes and progressively getting more gracious as I learn to cope and manage conflicts and triggers. Also, I want to add that Alexandra brought a fresh, inspiring perspective to a set of circumstances I felt stuck in for a few years. It's not something I'm ready to change overnight, but talking to her about it was definitely a step in the right direction. My therapist keeps asking me to try to isolate my own wants and needs from my tendency to be more aware of the needs of others, and I've really struggled to answer questions about what is best for me and what I want. I think it's a good idea to view the healing process as a team effort, and I'm really glad for the dynamic that Alexandra brings to my healing support mental health team. I look forward to our next session because I'm expecting the work we did today to help me respond more appropriately to triggers at work throughout the next week. Yay! So that's what I wrote. I thought that it would be appropriate to grab my journal and journal something about today's session so that I wouldn't be just like, writing a formal letter or some kind of sterile or artificial review. So that was me getting in the mindset of, okay, I'm journaling and then sharing it with you. So don't be afraid like I was and procrastinate for 3 weeks. Go ahead and schedule your first session. It was totally worth it. And I feel better and I feel safer. And I feel like she's a really safe, great person to talk to. So thanks for listening.